It's going about as well as can be expected. We're winning the league at least so far, but we have drawn a match which is unacceptable. So let's talk about how it's going.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Hello, welcome back to Entertaining Abroad. That's right, we start on a 19-year-old Brazilian new gen who is the only other transfer I made since you last met. We brought him in for 7.5 million up front, 7.5 million after instalments. He's pretty good. He will hopefully be getting a few games in the cup as the ball-winning midfielder, if I feel like it, because at the minute I feel like I can't trust if I rotate the side. Why? Well, because if you look at the schedule, since we last met against Lyon, we've won every match apart from this one draw where I rotated the side and we drew because I don't really know why. Otherwise, we've been having a lovely time. 4-0, 7-0, there was a 7-0, 2-0, 5-0, then the 1-1. Then we open up our Champions League group stage, which, by the way, we got Napoli, Molde and Copenhagen, so we should be making it through that nice and easily, especially with the away game against Napoli out the way and won. And then most recently a 4-2 and a 4-1, where we scored 4 goals in the first half and then completely switched off in the second half. And, well, apparently these sort of level players don't really react to being told to, focus and stop doing shit in the second half. Today, though, we've got Lyon, who are third, and Molde, who are a Champions League opponent for us today. So, a double header. It was going to be Lille and Lyon, but I decided to bring you a bit of Champions League action because that's where the party is. And then after that, we can hopefully speed through this first half of the season and see how it goes. So, who's been playing well? Of course, it's your main men. It's your Mbappe's, your Neymar's. Been doing very well. Although this Peglo, I don't know who Peglo is, but okay, he's all right, isn't he? Actually, he's on loan from Arsenal at Marseille. He's been doing all right, has he? Because Marseille are currently second, as you can see here. Just beat Lyon in the last fixture, so moved them up to second, which obviously helped when we got our draw. So we needed somebody to do us a little favour, and they've done us a little favour. Now we need to do ourselves a favour and go out and beat Lyon today. With that in mind, we're playing the strongest team possible. You may say, wait, Grimaldo's not in there. Yeah, I trust Junior Firpo a little bit more. We've got Grimaldo on the bench just in case, though. So the team that I trust to go out there and do the business is Onana, Junior Firpo, Kimpembe Marquinhos, Roberto, SMS, Danilo Pereira, Neymar, Havertz, Kulnevski, and Mbappe. That's right, I trust Danilo Pereira more than Martin de Roon. It's the pace. A 33-year-old with 10, that pace is going nowhere but down. And I don't like it. So, I mean, he's 33 as well as Danilo Pereira, but he's got a bit about him. His natural fitness is 18, so he should hold on to that pace a little bit more. This is the reason I brought Rafael Diaz in, because hopefully throughout the season, if we can get him some game time, he might step up. We've also had some fun with Champions League squad registration, which is why Leonardo Bonucci is so unhappy. And why every member of the squad is supporting him. I don't know, maybe he's just a nice guy, but I didn't want him here, and now he's just pissed off. So, well, he hasn't played yet, so it's his own fault for accepting a contract, I guess. Let's go play Lyon. Now, this Lyon side is not exactly the same as the one we left. You'll notice here there's a man called Ian, who's playing at left back for some reason. Kieran Tierney's on the bench. Even though he was a big outlay. And also they're playing Lucas Paqueta up front. So this time round, I have no idea what's going on. Carry on from where you left last time by winning, not where you left off in the second half by, deciding that you were finished. A happy squad is a winning squad. Good. The team is among possession leaders. I think we've got them out. Yes. It's at home as well, so we should be dealing with this fairly easily. Let's have a look at their squad. They like to control the ball a bit more, and the defensive record is pretty good this season, apart from in that recent match against Marseille. They're playing Hismans, which is one of my transfers. Again, I take credit for whoever wins this match, but we should win this match, and if we don't, then There'll be some words in the changing room, and another bottle may be thrown. I don't have a bottle to hand to reenact such an event, but hopefully we won't need to. So far, nothing much has happened, although we've got a goal kick here with Kepa, so it's actually Lyon's goal kick. They're knocking it down now, playing it round quite nicely. We are still playing Super Attack Force Go. In case you had bets odds on to have given up on Super Attack Force Go, we haven't yet. Like I say, the 7-0 was a highlight of the formation, but against the bigger teams, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. The pressing is good, but the actual getting the ball back and not conceding so far has been a bit difficult. But there we go, got the ball back now with the press, and we'll go forward to Neymar. Mbappe making the run in behind. There he is, Mbappe on the ball. It gets like a deflection, and Neymar gets back on it. Neymar brings it into the box. In the box, Mbappe, yes! There we go, 1-0. Like I say, the biggest team we played so far with this Super Attack Force Go is Napoli. We did beat them 2-0. They did have a goal disallowed, so it could have been closer. But it's working so far, and as the players get more familiar with it, maybe I'll have more trust in some of the rotational options, as it sounds like apparently there's a tornado outside or something, because it's very windy. We've got a highlight straight from kickoff. As they play backwards, there's Parola, again, one of mine. Hisman's one of mine. Vinny Jr., I did that for them. I kept him on loan there. Sergio Roberto, though, nicks the ball, and that's good to see. Marquinhos goes out to Sergio Roberto again. And we look forward. This is all about getting up the field and then starting to pin them in their own box. Especially, they're playing a 4-1-4-1. We should be pushing a lot of those players back, as SMS gets into the box and has a shot himself. Just wide, though. It's a throw-in for Lyon high up the pitch, and I've just remembered that I still haven't taken off the throw-ins, the long throw tactic. Kulinevsky, though, is on the ball, so hopefully it won't matter at the minute. He goes forward. So far, his rating is saying he's not having the best of game, but he gets it into Mbappe. And it doesn't matter after that, does it? Because now he's got an assist to his name. That should boost the rating a little bit. And Mbappe gets the second of the game. Lovely counter-attack, very fluid. Kulinevsky gets it, runs forward, direct football, lovely ball. Mbappe just keeps himself on side, keeps himself, I think, in line with Jerome and Gwen, maybe? Yes, it is. Also, I'm very confused by this Lyon manager. He's playing both Parola and Nguyen as no-nonsense centre-backs. That looked like it might have been offside. Which is wasting their ability on the ball, if you ask me. And also he's wasting the ability of Kieran Tierney by putting him on the bench. Look, he's playing Trincao as a wide playmaker. We saw last season. You stick him as an inside forward, and Kai Havertz will get injured. What? Bernardo Silva on. Done. Easy change. Hopefully that's not too bad of an injury, though, because otherwise we're going to have a few choice words with these Lyon players, kicking my new players. Don't get complacent out there, because otherwise the bottle will be thrown, and, well, then you'll have bottled it, won't you? So, don't do that. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them. Or you as well. Don't bottle it. Whatever you're doing. It's a throw-in, and like I say, I haven't changed the long throws yet, which is my own fault. I keep remembering during games, and then as soon as the game finishes, I forget everything and just move on to the next game, where I remember again. Long ball forward to Paqueta. Onana has, well, he's not got to that. That might be called back for offside, and I'm going to demand more. We've recently seen one of these be overturned and then underturned, as in, like, it got allowed after the VAR, and I've not really seen that before. It was against us, so that's a shame. But yes, Paqueta's in behind there, and Onana should have really done better. Free kick, though. Let's see if we can actually get a third goal, and I can start getting a bit comfy. So far, 2-0 is a good scoreline, but that's a shit pass. So, Paqueta's in again. What is... I'm very concerned with the fact that we decide to just stop playing at half-time every single game. There seems to be a lot of chances in the second half. I know I said this formation, Super Attack Force Go, is liable to conceding a lot, but I'd rather it didn't concede a lot. So far, it's okay. But again, I want one more goal. Just change long throws, for God's sake, Luke. After this game, I need to sort that out. Again, I've said it every game at this point. Marquinhos, can you get a ball in? It finds its way to Bernardo Silva. He's got a bit of space, and he does take a shot. Really should be probably putting that on target at least. And again, I'm not overly comfortable with just this scoreline. really wants something more. I don't really have... The options off the bench are not the best players. The best players are out there right now. Neymar is a bit tired. He's got a corner though, and corners could be vital with Kimpembe. There we go. There's the third. Use the set pieces. Okay, that's why I need to turn off the long throws. Use the set pieces because they are effective. Kimpembe and Marquinhos from these corners get up well, and Kepa there decided he wanted to play volleyball, but he's not very good at it. Now 3-0 up. Maybe I feel comfortable making some changes. SMS and Neymar are the players who are tired. So we bring off Neymar for Kaya George. Mbappe goes out wide. And for SMS, we bring on Castrovilli. It's a double change that makes itself at points. Hopefully nobody gets injured now, because that is liable to happen in FM. Once you've made all 3 changes, you do get an injury. There's Junior Firpo getting that injury, as I just predicted. But we've got the ball. So hopefully our left back not being on the pitch won't matter too much for a minute. Castrovilli, keep the ball please against Mwambe, who... Oh, I love that man. Bernardo Silva on the ball now. He's got a left foot of wonders. He gets it to Castrovilli. Will he have a bang? You going to have a bang? No? Yeah? No? Not really? Castrovilli, Carl George, anybody want a shot? Mbappe? Hat-trick? Hat-trick for Mbappe. He's offside. So, don't worry about it. As, yeah, Junior Firpo has picked up an injury after we've made all 3 changes. Bloody annoying that. But the goal is disallowed. Mbappe doesn't get a hat-trick yet. Still only 3-0 against Lyon. And it's close. There's been a few close offside decisions in this game so far. So far they've gone our way. And there's still another highlight though. So I'm not pleased about that. Trincao, but Kimpembe gets up for it, and Mbappe now can run at the defence. When he's out wide, he can do this. Run into the box and get tripped over. Now Dolberg's on the pitch. I'm a bit more worried. More natural striker. Although we've got it again and we can just quickly hit them on the counter, and Mbappe from this left hand side gets into Kaya George, who hits the post. Really, again we should be scoring the 4th there, but we're not. Oh well. 3-0 it looks like it's going to finish, unless we've got just one more spanner in the works, or spanner in my hand. That's not how you say the opposite to spanner in the works, is it? Kaya George is running through after he picks it up with some good pressing. Again hits the post, but the second time round he smashes it home. Kaya George makes it 4-0 against former side Lyon. The press were trying to rile me up as well, by the way. They said, oh, the relationship between you and Lyon has not improved. And all the options to answer the question were just saying how much I hate Lyon. I don't hate Lyon. They hate me because I've done this, but I had quite a nice season there. I won a French Cup, so there's no pressure to do that this season. Stop talking about it now, because we just won 4-0 against them. So it would be too easy to say that I liked it there after you beat them 4-0. You see what I'm getting at anyway. Let's move on and play Molde in the Champions League group stages. I'll see you there. And we're back. It's time to play some Champions League football for the first time since the 2nd season of The Entertainers. Wow. Wow. Of course, we did really well in that, apart from the fact we got knocked out in the groups because Bayern Munich are a bunch of bitches. Anyway, today I'm going to try again and give some of the other players a chance to impress me against Molde. The likes of Kaya George and Ansu Fati, Darun, Kondogbia, and Koopmeiners and Mancini as a defensive pair. Hopefully they don't let me down. I've got everybody else on the bench if they're needed. Hopefully they're not needed. So, the team is Onana, Grimaldo, Koopmeiners, Mancini, Roberto, Kondogbia, Darun, Fati, Silva, Konevsky, Kaya George. I don't know why I did it in a weird rhyme, but I did. Also, the board just bumped up the transfer budget to another £50 million. It's October. I have no idea why. So I put it in the wages. I don't know what's happening, to be honest. I'm not used to this sort of free spending team, as I've realised I've got to press continue a few more times before we go out there. And now we can go out there and play against, well, the team that doesn't look like it should pose a threat. But we've got to be careful. Always got to be careful. Grimaldo and Roberto apparently heavy match load, as is Kulinevsky and Bernardo Silva. But we're going to have to stick with them and play through it. Obviously, they can come off if needed, if they get a bit too tired. But for now, everybody's had a day's rest in between the past 2 games. I made sure of that. Let's go out there. Don't let me down, because if we lose or draw to Molde, again, the bottle will be thrown. Basically, if we don't win a match, I throw the bottle, because we should be winning every match. It's only when we get to the latter stage of the Champions League and we're playing massive teams that I will maybe be a bit more considerate. For now, though, it's time to say this is a great opportunity to show the media that they're right to back you up. Onana is inspired and motivated. I'm not even going to pump the fist and give up the faith. Don't need any more. We're going to send the assistant to this because I can't be asked with it at the minute. Let's go out there. I'm not even going to show you the Molde team because I already know who they are. I mean, look at some of those names. It's not any players you're going to recognise. There's probably a few new gens in there, so you might enjoy that. And, well, let's see how many we can score. Hopefully more than 0. First highlight of the match. It's taken 20 minutes to come, but here it is. And I've done it again. I've not taken up long throws, for God's sake. Always forgetting. Ansu Fati, though, is on the ball. He gets it through to Kaya George, and there's 1. We're off. We're running. Let's go. 3rd goal of the season for him. You've seen 2 of them today. So, that's nice. Isn't that a little treat for you? You get to see Kaya George do some goals for you. As Ansu Fati, I'm not really sure what that was, but it made it through. It was a mishmash of dribbling and passing, but it does count as an assist for Ansu Fati, so well done to him. It's a corner. You know what that means. It's a Coop Miners header. Yay! 2-0. It's taken half an hour to score 2 goals, and I'm not happy about that. Usually by the end of the first half, we're at least 4-0 up against these sorts of sides. As there's a lovely header. I mean, the goalkeeper's positioning, well, it's not questionable, but if they'd researched the sort of set pieces, corners I like to do, then it would be questionable. But we're not going to question it because it's a lot of questions to answer that we don't have the answers to the questions for. Does that make any sense? No, it didn't. We're not even an XG of 1 yet, so I don't know why I'm complaining that we've only scored 2 goals. So we head towards half-time. Looks like it's going to be a fairly mundane affair. And it is. It's half-time. So far, so good. Go to the dressing room. I'm just going to say the same thing again. It's a good opportunity to show the pundits that they've been right to back you up. And we go out for the second half. 70 minutes have gone. It's a long throw, straight to Ansu Fati's feet, who, by the way, is on a 6.3 as Ansu Fati. I'm not sure if he's ready for first team football yet. I think Barcelona might have had the right idea by starting with the Barcelona B team. Was that the highlight? That header? Surely not. It looks like it might go on a bit longer. As there's a ball over the top, Mancini heads down to Kondogbia. Kondogbia off to Kulinevski. Kulinevski gets it back to Kondogbia. Kondogbia got a chance to get it out to Grimaldo. And a few more goals wouldn't go amiss because sometimes the groups can come down to goal difference, and I would rather us just be in the best position possible against the sides that you have to say would probably be lesser. As Kondogbia, that's lovely. That's lovely, Jeffrey. It's a good goal, isn't it? So, 3-0. Like I just said, Jeffrey was listening. So, that's nice. Everybody give Jeffrey a round of applause because he was listening when I said I want some more goals. And he gave me a delicious one with his left boot as well. Lovely. Lovely stuff. As it's been 70 minutes, I haven't made any changes. Maybe I should. Some of the first team players probably need a rest. Gonna bring on... I brought all the strongest players to bring off the bench. So, really... what to do? I'll bring on... I'm gonna bring on SMS for Bernardo Silva in the middle. See what he can do as a playmaker just behind the striker. He should cause all sorts of problems. And why not get Mbappe some more game time off the left? And then we'll save one change because if I make it, somebody else will get injured. Okay, 83 minutes. I'm now fine to make the change. Kulinevski's tired, so Neymar comes on. Him and Mbappe can switch around. Now we've got those players both on the pitch. Surely we should score another one, as apparently Napoli are drawing with Copenhagen. This Champions League group could be over before it's even begun, as we are really just in control. 3-0, nothing really happened in that game, so I'm sorry you had to watch it. They did actually get a shot, and it was on target, and Well, that's annoying. Very well done to everybody who played. You did well. Good. We move on. 3-0, and it puts us in control. Copenhagen, did they turn it around at the last second? No, still 1-1. See, they beat Molde previously, so we're now 2 points clear of them in second, and we've still got to play them twice. So we should be, if we beat them twice, we might have already wrapped this group up and could be going through as champions. And I wish I could, at that point, play some more of the younger players. But again, like I said, a lot of them aren't registered because PSG Tommy Tuchel decided that he was going to sign a load of players who weren't raised and played, and you know, they're not the registration rules for the French players. You need French players who have played in France under 21. We've got enough players that play in Paris Saint-Germain who are registered to be homegrown here, but we haven't got enough French homegrown players. So that's irritating, but we get over it. Anyway, now that you've seen us win another 2 games without conceding a goal and scoring 7 against our previous team, Lyon, as well, I'm assuming you don't want to see too much of this season because you're assuming, like I am, that we should just be walking towards the title. Our biggest challenger so far has been Marseille, so that is a good amount of fixtures to maybe meet back for a Marseille and Nice, or Marseille and Cannes. Probably Marseille can, just to see if we can as well as Marseille can. That was a poor joke. I'll meet you back for the Marseille game next time. Do remember to like, subscribe, and ring the little bell, and I'll see you next time.